Sister Wives Kody defies court order and refuses to return Janelle and Meri's property. Judge upholds Kody's sentence. Janelle and Meri file another lawsuit. Kody tries to prove himself innocent in court. Hello friends, welcome to the Daily Gossip News Update. I am Olivia and hope you are well by God's grace. Please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Sister Wives star Janelle Brown is embracing a new lifestyle and making healthy choices amid her war with her ex-husband, Kody Brown, and the continuing fallout from their divorce. Janelle and Kody had been spiritually married for 30 years when Janelle decided to leave him and the polygamous Brown family back in 2022. Janelle packed up and left Arizona for North Carolina, where she's been living ever since. Janelle's been trying to turn the page and start a new chapter in her life. Just like other former wives, Kody Brown and Meri Brown have. Kody didn't take to losing 3 wives in the span of a few years well, and the multi-person divorce has been less than amicable. The family still needs to sort out the property they all purchased together back in 2018. Janelle and Meri are both waiting for Kody and his remaining wife, Robyn Brown, to sell the property and distribute the profits from it. But tensions have been high and communication has been minimal. In her own way, Janelle seems to be gearing up for a war with Kody, but she wants to do it in the most productive manner possible. Learning new communication strategies, focusing on herself, and working on a new project may help Janelle to accomplish her goal. Janelle recently shared that she's reading a new book called The Next Conversation, Argue Less, Talk More, by Jefferson Fisher, a trial attorney and keynote speaker. The book is designed to help people communicate more effectively by teaching them how to argue less and talk more. Janelle shared a photo of the book to her Instagram stories and wrote, "My next book to read this year." I followed his IG account for a while. I was excited to order his book. In sharing the new book that she's excited to read, Janelle is letting her followers know that she's intent on learning how to speak, presumably to people like Kody, without arguing. Effective communication relies on these types of strategies, since Janelle can say whatever she likes, but if the other person doesn't receive it, or if it devolves into arguments, what is the point? Janelle's post proves she's aware that some of the communication techniques she employs need improvement. At the beginning of 2025, Janelle shared on social media that she's embracing detox as her word of the year. For me, it's a commitment to clear out what no longer serves me in every sense. It's about making space for greater peace and clarity by detoxing my life emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually, she wrote in the caption of her post, before expanding on the ways in which she'll be detoxing this year. Janelle said she'd be detoxing physically by taking greater care of her health, mentally by cutting down on the noise and being more intentional with her time, emotionally by building more meaningful connections, environmentally by clearing her physical space, and spiritually by nurturing her relationship with God. Janelle's transformation started back when she left Kody, since she embarked on weight loss journey using the Plexus products she and other family members promote. She ended up losing a large amount of weight, but clearly Janelle's 2025 detox is designed to improve all aspects of her life, not just her figure. On Sister Wives Season 19, viewers watched as Janelle and her daughter, Madison Brown Brush, looked at properties together with the hopes of starting a new business. In late 2024, they purchased over 150 acres of land in North Carolina to develop into Tata Farms, a flower farm and event space. Maddie shared a post announcing the project on Instagram in September of 2024. Knowing the type of person Janelle is, I'm so excited for her new passion project. Janelle loves being in nature, she loves gardening, and she's a hard worker. After escaping Kody and Coyote Pass, Janelle is now free to live out her dreams with Tata Farms. The farm is not yet open to the public, but Maddie and Janelle have been sharing progress on its Instagram page, Tata Farms. They hope to harvest and be ready for visitors this spring. The name Tata Farms, pronounced Tata Farms, comes from the Pinus tata tree, known as the loblolly pine, and is Latin for torch or light. Sounds like the perfect name for Janelle's new life, the light at the end of the tunnel, if you will. Janelle and Maddie's farm is the ideal project for Janelle to focus on without the drama of Kody in her life. It seems like it will be a sweet respite after the chaos of Coyote Pass. I don't see a future where Janelle and Kody ever reconcile. But maybe one day, he'll be invited out to Janelle's farm to see the fruits of her labor for himself. Kody and Janelle share children and grandchildren, so peacefully coexisting should be a goal for all. Sister Wives Janelle Brown makes bold statement about Kody and Robyn's parenting. After splitting from Kody Brown after nearly 30 years together in 2022, Sister Wives star Janelle Brown is getting honest about her issues with certain dynamics in her large family. The 55-year-old opened up about her feelings regarding how her ex, Kody, and his wife, Robyn, the last woman to join the family, raised their youngest child, an 8-year-old daughter, Ariella. In the September 29 episode of Sister Wives, Janelle talked in a confessional clip about how she felt that Kody and Robyn's actions didn't match up with the idea that Kody would spend equal time at each of the wives' houses and with their children. Janelle appeared to disagree with how they handled Ariella's intense dependency on her father, saying, "He couldn't be away for more than 3 or 4 days because Ari just gets so sad or whatever. I feel like that was poor parenting. Through all history of the family, the other kids did it, and they're fine. They're well-adjusted adults." Kody and Robyn had different opinions on the matter, with Kody saying that Ariella was melting down as he recalled, "She grabs my leg and won't let me leave. She's just dragging along my leg screaming, 'Don't leave me, Daddy. Don't leave me.' And I'm like, golly man, this is hard. She loves her dad. She wants to be around her dad." "Yes," said Robyn before she argued. "But did it ever stop Kody from going to another mom's home?" "No, it didn't. I wouldn't have allowed it." Janelle pointed out other apparent differences in how she and her kids were treated compared to Robyn and her children, saying with Robyn, there was always a very separateness. Along with this issue, there were other tensions between Janelle and Kody explored in the reality TV series. Robyn is currently the only one of Kody's sister wives still in a relationship with him, as he has split with Janelle, Christine, and Meri in recent years. Despite this, the family is still connected as they raise their kids and work on moving on, with the TLC reality series following along on the tough journey. The previous episodes focused on Janelle and Meri, as they are determined to seek answers about the Coyote Pass. But Kody's doubts rise, and he is reluctant to let it go. Meanwhile, Christine enjoys her independence after buying a vacation rental in Moab. Next, the family decides to drop Janelle off in North Carolina. Midway, they stop and visit a bar where Janelle consumes her first shot. Further, Kody and Robyn have a conversation with Aurora. Here's all you need to know about the upcoming episode. TLC, owned by Warner Bros. Discovery's Networks division, features a wide variety of programs, which include 1,000 Olp Sisters and 90 Day Fiancé. Additionally, Max, formerly HBO Max, is a renowned streaming service that offers a wealth of movies and shows. Currently, the service doesn't offer a free trial. A valid subscription is needed to surf its library. Sister Wives is a reality television show that features Kody, who has married 4 times and has 18 children. As a family, they experience joy and deal with challenges that life throws at them with love and care. The official synopsis for Sister Wives is as follows. Husband Kody Brown, along with his 4 wives, only one of which is legally married to Kody, and their combined 18 children, attempts to navigate life as a normal family in a society that shuns their lifestyle. Sister Wives Janelle Brown admits stress levels have been extra after revealing bold strategy amid Coyote Pass drama and welcoming new family member. Sister Wives Janelle Brown revealed her latest stress-relieving endeavor after admitting that this week has been a lot. It seems like the process of starting a new business In addition to taking care of unfinished business with Kody, has taken a toll on Janelle's stress levels, as she recently shared that she's taken to using an infrared sauna to help her relax, since this week has been a lot, and her stress levels have been extra. Janelle shared a selfie on Instagram, sitting in a sauna with glowing red and purple lights around her, and wrote in the caption that spending time in the sauna is like hitting the reset button. It's not a surprise that Janelle's stress levels are higher than usual. She has a lot going on, including her move, starting a new business with Maddie, exploring life as a single woman, and continuing her battle with Kody and Robyn for her share of Coyote Pass. She also just welcomed a new family member, as Maddie and her husband, Caleb, recently welcomed another daughter. The Sister Wives star taking time to acknowledge that she's stressed and then to take action to manage it is a positive step. Janelle's already had a major health transformation from a detox she did at the beginning of the year, so she needs to continue on a healthy path for her future. The fact that the sauna also helps her sleep better is another major factor in practicing self-care. Janelle has had a lifetime of stress since she was part of a family with 4 wives and 14 children. Now that she's moving into another chapter of her life, she still has stress, but she has more time to properly manage it. Taking the time to relax in an infrared sauna is a vital step for Janelle's continuing health journey. She's made a lot of progress, but practicing self-care is an ongoing and daily process. It's reasonable to assume that a big part of Janelle's stress is stemming from her ongoing battle with Kody over Coyote Pass. Dealing with Kody has to be stressful on many levels. If Janelle needs to spend an extra 30 minutes in a sauna to help her prepare for battle with Kody, so be it. It could turn out to be the battle of her life. Robyn Brown used to be all about polygamy, but something changed, and she became the ultimate monogamist, turning on a dime and embracing a traditional married lifestyle with Kody Brown. Now she's seemingly gone full trad wife. Robyn's decked out in purple floral that's decidedly dated and embracing life as a homemaker in a $2.1 million house. She's got the kids and the masses of dolls, and she and Kody wear matching David Woolley rings. Once a dyed-in-the-wool plural marriage fan, Robyn's now totally into old-school married life with Kody. It's just the two of them, and there's sometimes trouble in paradise, but that doesn't mean that Robyn's going to throw in the towel. She appears to be in it for the long haul, even though she has issues with Kody, saying on screen that he picks fights over dumb things. While Robyn changed, abandoning the passive-aggressive tactics of the past by letting the world know that she feels disrespected if Kody took another wife, she still got that old-fashioned woman thing happening. Sister Wives star Robyn Brown used to be all about polygamy, but something changed, and she became the ultimate monogamist, turning on a dime and embracing a traditional married lifestyle with Kody Brown. Now she's seemingly gone full trad wife. Robyn's decked out in purple floral that's decidedly dated and embracing life as a homemaker in a $2.1 million house. She's got the kids and the masses of dolls, and she and Kody wear matching David Woolley rings. Once a dyed-in-the-wool plural marriage fan, Robyn's now totally into old-school married life with Kody. It's just the two of them, and there's sometimes trouble in paradise, but that doesn't mean that Robyn's going to throw in the towel. She appears to be in it for the long haul, even though she has issues with Kody, saying on screen that he picks fights over dumb things. While Robyn changed, abandoning the passive-aggressive tactics of the past by letting the world know that she feels disrespected if Kody took another wife, she still got that old-fashioned woman thing happening. Trad wives let men take the lead. These women idealize a 1950s-inspired lifestyle. Some, including me, might argue that the 1950s lifestyle was oppressive. There were major social issues, including racism, which made a lot of people long for change. Homophobia was a thing. People were expected to conform. All of these injustices and restrictions led to an extreme about-face. Hippies embraced flower power, rejecting that whole Leave It to Beaver thing. Despite all this, there are women who want to go back in time, living out the fantasy of being 1950s housewives, who get appliances extra shiny and prepare dinner party delicacies of the era, such as ham jello salad and oysters Rockefeller. Maybe they whip up Manhattan cocktails for their Don Draper lookalike hubbies. Mad Men Season 1 was set in 1960, right on the cusp of change. Okay, sister wives Kody Brown doesn't look like the Mad Men leading man Don, but except for the rampant cheating, Kody is very faithful. The sister wives patriarch might act like him sometimes. He likes to be in charge, and mostly Robyn is okay with that. The fictional ad man Don grew up in a different time, when women didn't have a lot of power. Kody was raised with polygamous beliefs, which are quite patriarchal. However, as seen in the clip above, where he shows off a ring that matches Robyn's, Kody's 100% committed to his relationship. So the Mad Men star and the reality icon do have something in common. That may be why the ultra-feminine soppin' Robyn gets along with Kody. She's apparently happy to be a wife who doesn't go out to work at a typical day job, although she has dabbled in jewelry design. She reportedly came into her marriage with over $33,000 in credit card debt, some from Victoria's Secret, a brand that took a heavy hit because it wouldn't expand its idea of what beauty is until it was almost too late. Robyn seems to have quite a luxe lifestyle, but maybe the trad wife lifestyle has its downside. Robyn must go out of her way to get along with a man who's quite often cranky and bitter. She has said he's trying to sabotage their relationship. In my opinion, and others may disagree, the trad wife thing only works when the man involved is benevolent, not malevolent. If a man starts out good and then slides into villain territory, a trad wife may feel too dependent on a cruel partner. It has to be said that sister wives Robyn Brown earns her own money from show appearances, just like Kody does, so she is not financially dependent on him. However, they have clashed about their spending habits. She wants to spend more freely to boost her quality of life, while he would prefer to save. Janelle said Kody held the purse strings during their spiritual union, and maybe now, she has to get permission to buy the things she wants. Their marriage may still be that traditional. If so, she could feel too dependent on Kody sometimes. Maybe she wants to step into her power more, as she did when she shared her thoughts on monogamy. It seems like trad wife life isn't giving Robyn the same kind of contentment that it should. She has the fancy house, the jewelry, the kids, and the white picket fence, but something may be missing. Otherwise, why would she spend $70,000 on dolls acquired via Etsy, as per without a crystal ball at Instagram? Sure, she may just love dolls, but if her spending habits are real, it seems like she's shopping to fill a void. Shopaholics try to soothe their stress with purchases, which can actually lead to financial problems. Gwendolyn Brown said Kody's spending very crazy at her YouTube channel, and maybe that's because he's trying to make his traditional wife happy. However, what Robyn really needs isn't another doll and a pretty dress. It's an emotionally stable male who's able to weather life's ups and downs without getting so rattled. Kody's supposed to be the trad wife's man of the house, but he's falling down on the job, lashing out erratically, and letting his existential dread show. He's not the smiling dad of yesteryear. He's not a cheery guy who's thrilled to be monogamous, and that was probably what Robyn expected him to be. Kody's grieving the loss of his son, Garrison Brown. That is going to change a person, dramatically darkening their worldview. It is trauma. So, trad life may have its perks, but maybe Robyn's growing weary of some of its more negative aspects. Hanging everything on a man can end in disaster. If it doesn't work out, what does a woman have left? While trad life clearly makes a lot of men and women happy, it's a gamble, just like every other type of relationship. There's no wrong or right, just the certain knowledge that Robyn's not as happy as she used to be. Meanwhile, Janelle, the family's worker bee, like Peggy Olson from Mad Men, played by Elizabeth Moss, is starting over with a new business, Tata Farms. Christine, sassy and bold like Christina Hendricks' Mad Men character, Joan Harris, is blazing her own trail with David Woolley, her new husband. Meri, so wholesome like Mad Men's Trudy Campbell, played by Alison Brie, is starting over, showing a little edge thanks to a glow-up and her worthy of company. Sister Wives isn't Mad Men, but there are parallels, and Robyn and Kody may find that their 1950s fantasy isn't really feasible anymore, any more than their Coyote Pass pipe dream was. Maybe they can work out their problems. However, I don't get the sense that they're having their happily ever after, whether Robyn's a true trad wife or not. Meanwhile, the man who pushed 3 wives away has said that his exes and their kids turned on him only because he fell in love with Robyn. However, there may be more to it than that. For example, Kody won't sell Coyote Pass, even though 2 other wives, Janelle and Meri Brown, own stakes in the property. They want it sold so they can get paid. That leaves Kody in the driver's seat, but unwilling to really drive anywhere. He is stalling. If the focus shifted to a cheerier cast member, Christine, the show's energy could become electric. Maybe it's time for a cast shakeup. Kody and Robyn argue with each other and everyone else. While some drama is desirable in a reality series, the issue is that the fights always seem the same. Kody never really takes accountability for all that he's done, and that means that he doesn't grow a lot as a person. Kody just continues playing the victim with everyone around him, even his long-suffering exes and some of their children. Meanwhile, Sister Wives, Christine Brown's a whole new woman.